open because simply it's a Monday. But this mall here in Kennesaw, it had no long lines, no large crowds either. What it did have is plenty of new safety measures in place, as did Lenox Square in Buckhead, which we just saw those aerials of. You know, my photographer Lee Smith and I, we divided and conquered today. While I was here at Kennesaw, he was over at Lenox Square as it opened. Here's what he saw inside. As doors opened at Lenox Square for the first time in 6 weeks, shoppers were greeted with something a little different.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Masks not mandatory inside the mall, but plenty of shoppers wore them. Also not mandatory that stores inside reopen. CBS 46 photojournalist Lee Smith estimates 60% or more of the stores opted to stay closed. There were traffic flow markers on the floors, social distance reminders posted. Now, we also saw and noticed some interesting new additions and changes to the bathrooms here inside this mall, and we'll outline what those were coming up tonight at 6. For now, we're live in Kennesaw. Carolyn Ryan, CBS 46 News.
Well, that calm scene you just saw outside of Lenox is a stark contrast to this one. Over the weekend, Atlanta police say at least 100 people gathered at this West Side Atlanta parking lot. You can see the crowds, you can see cars doing donuts and even fireworks. CBS 46's Adam Murphy live for us tonight, continuing our team coverage. Adam, people were out in full force really across the state all weekend long.
Yeah, hi there, Alicia. I'm going to take my mask down so you can hear me a little bit clearer during this report. But we are at the Beltline here at 10th and Piedmont, where there's just been an active, steady flow of people coming and going, exercising all afternoon. Now, the city has actually put up a digital sign I want to show you here momentarily. And it's right back here, and it tells people to stay on guard because COVID-19 is still here and still a big concern. But a lot of the people we saw really didn't seem to care too much. A lot of people not wearing PPE or keeping their distance. Take a look at this. We've got some footage to show you from around Metro Atlanta. As I said, not just an issue here. A huge crowd gathered in a parking lot Saturday night at the West End Mall to watch cars do burnouts, which we just saw. We also spotted a long line of people waiting to buy the new Air Jordan shoes at Greenbrier Mall over the weekend. And most people standing very close to one another and not wearing masks. Plus, you had several large crowds of people all over the metro area on Saturday out to watch the Blue Angels fly over. And finally, Piedmont Park, well, it's no exception. It has been packed as well, oftentimes with clusters of people.
It's going to take the people because we keep getting mixed messages. I think if you want to keep healthy, your family, your friends, you've got to social distance and don't run too many errands.
Now, I reached out to state and local officials about this. The governor's office said that we need to continue to keep social distance. They also referenced Dr. Toomey's recommendations with the state health department. And that, of course, is important because she points out that everyone should wear a mask when they're out and about. As far as the mayor made a post on social media today saying that our exposure here in Georgia is now up 40%. She was quoting an article that she found on Forbes about this situation. Much more on this developing story next hour. We're live here in Midtown Atlanta. Adam Murphy, CBS 46 News.
Adam, thank you. And we want to go more in depth on Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms' reaction to those videos shot over the weekend. Here's what she officially had to say for those who crowded in line at Greenbrier awaiting the new Jordans, gathered in crowds at Piedmont Park, shot fireworks, and spun out at Mall West End. And even those who may now be shopping at Lenox Square Mall, please know that only one thing has changed about COVID-19, and that is your chance of catching it. It has now gone up by 40%. The mayor sent that out again on Instagram, and as Adam mentioned, she's referencing a Forbes.com article about the coronavirus here in Georgia.
Georgia's confirmed number of coronavirus cases continue to slowly increase. As of 10 minutes ago, the state has just over 29,000 cases and at least 1,200 deaths. So far, the State Department of Public Health has processed more than 180,000 tests. Fulton County Commissioner Joe Karn held a press conference in front of Brady Hospital today. He, along with other commissioners, medical professionals, and members of Atlanta's black clergy, warned that this coronavirus must be taken seriously, and as evidenced this weekend, it has not been.
We saw this weekend young people, middle class people, upper class people, not social distancing, not wearing masks, and the next 7 to 10 days we will see the results.
Commissioner Carn requesting additional state funding to go towards educational outreach. He said, as evidenced this weekend, young people tend to think that they are invincible.
Free coronavirus testing is going on right now in Metro Atlanta. It's happening at the House of Hope on Flat Shoals Parkway in Decatur. Testing lasts until 7 tonight, so there's still time for you. Anyone 18 and older can be tested. That includes people with symptoms and those who are asymptomatic but believe they may have come in contact with the virus. And right now, really, it's all hands on deck to test everyone in our state.
Augusta University is streamlining coronavirus testing for a large part of Georgia. The campus is split in two. On one end, Georgia National Guard troops sit in a call center scheduling coronavirus tests approved by doctors after video visits with patients on a smartphone app. On the other side, professors and residents at Dental College are volunteering their time in operating 3D printers. Those machines run 24 hours a day, making the nasal swabs used during the testing.
So when we kind of heard the idea and the rumblings, we said, well, we can do that. And I would not have expected to be doing it for this. I don't think anyone could have expected this situation to occur, though. But it's been pretty interesting.
National Guardsmen say they try to give people a peace of mind knowing that they are going to get tested so they can be for sure if it's COVID-19 or simply allergies.
Taking a live look outside at the world's busiest airport. It's a little quieter than normal, but we did get to enjoy one more nice warm day over the weekend. We had temps in the 80s. Meteorologist Molly McCullum is in. So Molly, how much longer can we enjoy this summer-like weather?
Well, if you are in Atlanta and if you are in the Atlanta metro, then you have a good chance of enjoying the warm, nice weather, not only today, but also tomorrow. Now, the